Now, imagine this. You go digging a well in search of water, and what gushes out instead is what some people call black gold. In simple language, oil. That's exactly what happened a month ago to a group of men who were looking for water in the town of Salaxley in the self-declared Republic of Somaliland. The discovery, more appropriately named an oil sip, is now being investigated by authorities who hope to develop it further. One of those involved is Hussein Abdi Duale, a former oil and minerals minister in Somaliland who's now working as an oil consultant. He's been telling my BBC Somali service colleague, Bidan Dahir, about the significance of the discovery of the oil sip.
This is what they call an oil seep that was basically encountered during drilling a water well. But that is really good news for the area because it means there is an active petroleum system in that area that has worked its way up into the surface. It will warrant further work, and it will bring a lot of attention to the area in terms of the operator.
Okay, and there's significant international interest towards potential oil in Somaliland. We see Taiwan already involved in oil exploration in Somaliland. But can this also bring some problems for Somaliland, like from China or geopolitics, if that goes ahead?
Well, we just don't have any control over what China will think or, what the other countries will think. What we really have to focus on is what is in the best interest of Somaliland. This is not politics. This is purely an engagement and an agreement based on alliances based on economic interest, because neither Taiwan is recognized, nor Somaliland is recognized. So this is just basically a relationship that has to basically develop into something that is mutually beneficial for both countries. Taiwan doesn't really have any hydrocarbon assets. And, this hopefully, if there is a discovery in Somaliland, will go a long way to really meet their needs. And the same thing goes for Somaliland. We will be able to really basically monetize what resources we can find there and be able to really basically develop our country.
Is there also other risks that Somaliland can attract some attentions from terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab or other regional forces if there is now big oil discovery in Somaliland?
I can tell you there's always that worry that bad guys, bad characters would always make hay out of a situation like finding oil and try to really kind of like capitalize on really making problems. But Somaliland just has been through many years now without a single incident of any kind of terrorist activities. Everybody's on guard on that, and when we were doing the seismic work, which was an extensive work that engulfed the entire territory of Somaliland, security was basically highly basically increased to make sure that we don't really run into a single incident, and we did not. The operations that's going to take place will be highly protected.
How do you make that people benefit from these business deals of oil companies? As you know, there's a lot of examples of bad governance in Africa.
We have talked to the community and explained to them that anything that is basically found in Somaliland will basically be shared by the Somaliland people.
But people want to see Mr. Duale, people want to see a transparent way of presenting these agreements.
When we had these agreements that we had in the CLIA government, I presented this to the Council of Ministers. I did not just go ahead and go behind the smoke-filled room and just sign an agreement with the oil company. It was for the entire government to see and approve, as a matter of fact. It was approved by the Council of Ministers.
The former Minister of Oil and Minerals in Somaliland, Hussein Abdi Duale.